We're at Yamava. We are going to play Double Down Madness. And this is pure madness, because I want you guys to realize something. Dealer starts with 2 cards, I start with 1. I can start doubling down from the very first card. If I get a 2, I can double. If I get another 2, I can double. I can keep doubling an infinite amount of times until I bust or get 21. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna buy in this session. I have $40,000, it's a lot of money, but I can bet 100 to 1,000, and then there's also a push 22 bet. I don't think I'll do that a lot, unless the dealer starts getting a lot of 22s. So if the dealer gets 22, it's a push, right?
Yes.
That's the only difference in this game. So let's get rowdy. All right, so here we go. Take a button off here. So hundreds, black $100 chips, purple 500s, $1,000 orange chips. So here is what we're gonna start with. We're just gonna do one hand, first hand. We're gonna start out with $1,000. Never played before. One thing I like about this game, continuous shuffler. So 10, we're gonna double that, I guess. We'll stay. Oh, easy money.
Yeah, I just thought it might be helpful to demonstrate exactly why I'm constantly campaigning against what I've taken to calling Snatch 22, which is this preposterous rule in a couple of new games that they've introduced in Las Vegas in the last few years. Most recently, a ripoff called Double Down Madness. And what they basically do is they say, okay, if the dealer gets 22, then anything but a natural is a push, because they pay the natural immediately before the dealer turns over his or her cards, assuming that there's not a 10 showing. So the dealer's 2-card total. If it's a natural, then that's a different story. But anyway, let's just have a look at these, because it goes on forever. I think there's 80 odd that I've got right now in this presentation, and it's astounding. I mean, some of them are very, very low value, but some of them are huge amounts. I think obviously exposed. What's his face? Cody Burns Money. He's got the record, I think, in the tens of thousands. But it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And it's nuts to even think of accepting these rules, and yet the casinos are so damn greedy, so greedy. They just want to steal from us. That's as far as they're concerned. That's the what do we got here? Some of them, it's not as clear. The dealer's hand is not as clear as I'd like. But trust me, if it's in this collection, then it's going to be dealer 22. Oh, look at that one. I mean, this is that nutcase from Toronto. I mean, Jesus Christ. 284,000, and so I mean that says good things for the online blackjack game, I must say. And years ago, when I very first played online blackjack, was with not exactly much confidence. I was playing against William Hill, and it was a very long time ago. See, everything seems to be a very long time ago. But I hit a blackjack for a lot of money. And from then on, I felt a lot better about William Hill, Sorry, it's this kind of little jerky thing that goes on here, which I find a bit strange. These are the most recent ones from DD. And these are more of his, and he is the champ. I mean, he gets more of these damn things than anybody. And obviously it's coincidental, because, it's not like he's got a sign on his forehead. This is, I want the dealer to bust with 22. But it really does go on a long time. Just stay away from Snatch 22 is all I can advise my millions of devoted followers, who by now may not actually be in the millions, but they are certainly in the dozens. The worst of it is, of course, when you're telling the truth rather than putting on a show, you attract a different audience. Look at Donald Trump. These are all DD, the Seminole Casino ones. It's just hysterical. What I'm saying to you is, don't bend over. Don't go in for games that screw you. Yeah, these all must be Mr. HP. Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, I think Snatch 22 is pretty good, actually. I'm glad that stayed in the file. I don't quite know how it did, but anyway, it did. Yeah, some of these are Bluff and Bob. Some of them are Vegas Matt, I think. They both frequent El Cortez. Oh, this was a huge one. This was Vegas Matt's Chillionaire celebration. That's what I call it. That's not what he called it. He certainly wouldn't buy into that. But you know, I mean, Matt is funny because he claims that he's not promoting gambling, and he claims that his bets are relatable. And look at this. I mean, he had 30 grand out for that dealer 22 there. He's a funny guy. There's no doubt about it. I guess that must be it. It's not giving me any more. So there you are, 6 minutes of absolute bend over hell. And of course, let's be absolutely clear. In each one of these cases, I'm sure you'll have gleaned it already, but in each one of these cases, the bet was paid because it wasn't a crooked game. It wasn't Double Down Madness, or it wasn't whatever the other one is called, free bet, I think. But they are disgusting. They should be outlawed. And I think that the Nevada Gaming Commission in particular should be bloody well ashamed of themselves for allowing it. But there you have it. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm hoping that people accept that I'm in the, facts business. And all I've done here is I've just collected together the screenshots that I've remembered to take from time to time when I've been sitting through some of these really tedious losing battles that the various professionals on YouTube, on the gambling channels, have put up for our edification and entertainment and delight. I won't have caught all of them, but I just wanted to say that here we are on 18th of March 2025, and the total is 581,612. That's money that the casinos would have not paid out on. They wouldn't have taken it, but they would have not paid out on those winning bets if the Snatch 22 rule had been in force. The other thing I need to stress is that more than half of that money, 360 something or other thousand, let's have a look, 284,000, 304,000, 359,000, more than that, is from Crazy Cody. He's all these ones down here. 40,000, 100,000, 155,000, 175,000, 459,000, 460,000. So that's just from Crazy Cody burn money. But it proves the point, and that is that nobody with half a grey cell in their bonds should even think about betting at any of those tables. And some of them not only rip you off on the 20, but they also allow you only one card if your first card is an ace, and they pay naturals at 6-5. So talk about casino greed run riot. There it is. Anyway, that's me done for a bit. Bye-bye.
We're gonna hit our 4. We're gonna stay. It's a good way to end it. I'm done with this session. And that's a wrap. Lost 40 grand. But you guys see the potential of this game, and the cards really weren't falling our way today. It is what it is. You see, I mean, every single time I needed a 10, I didn't get it, and every single time I didn't want a 10, I got it. And that's honestly blackjack of any kind. But dealer just said the best stories in this room, in this game, are the comebacks. So I'm hoping the next time we play double down blackjack, we're gonna buy in for 30 grand, see if we can turn it around. We're gonna flat bet $1,000 a hand, and hopefully